Today, Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Today's EON Rand is brought to you by the great Tom Brady. Obviously, there's still haters out there who can't come to grips of anything about because they just don't like the guy. And if you decide you don't like the guy, like I did before, and then I realized this is ridiculous just not to like him. This guy, wherever he went in his life, whenever he was cognitive enough to see things, that's when the 49ers started winning because that was the first game. I don't know if it was the first game, but he was at the conference game with Dwight Clark made the catch. Then he leaves the Bay Area at in 1994 or 95. He goes to college, I believe. The last Super Bowl the 49ers won was 1994 to this very day as we speak. Obviously, they made the Super Bowl twice with Kyle Shanahan. Jim Harbaugh, they were very close. And one time with Jim Harbaugh. They were very close. They had a good stretch. But obviously, they weren't dominant like Joe Montana and the Steve Young days, even though Steve Young won one. But the 49ers were always this great team with Steve Young as their quarterback. Um, but then he goes to Michigan and the Red Wings win their three cups. Obviously, he was a solid college quarterback. And then he goes to Boston. Now we didn't even get into first. Let's get into Boston when he was there. The Red Sox broke the curse, and they won I believe four while he was playing. All of those four championships while Tom Brady and the Patriots were there and were dominant. The Bruins won the cup. The Celtics won the first time since '86. And the Bruins won the Cup for the first time since Bobby Orr. We didn't fight. Fine. And then he goes to Tampa. The Lightning win two cups. The Rays make the World Series. Okay, fine. We didn't get. I'm not even getting into what he did yet in football. What he did in football yet? What he did in football is crazy. It's like icing on the cake. I don't even know if that's icing. That's more of like double layer, triple layer. You know, like double layer Oreos, like triple layer Oreos. It's ridiculous. It's insane. And then people were questioning, and I understood why. Was it Brady or was it Belichick? Was it Dave? Was it that? Was it Richard Seymour's and Teddy Bruschi in the defense? Well, that was debunked a long time ago because when he left, when those guys left, suddenly Brady's winning all these games without those guys. Everybody didn't see them winning Super Bowls right away, but they were in the Super Bowl. They were in the conference game every single year under Tom Brady. That's a fact. Whether how they got there or not, it was one common factor. One common denominator was Tom Brady. And then guys who didn't work out for them, like Chad Ochocinco, formerly Chad Johnson. What happened to him? Oh, they made the World Super Bowl that year. It's not like they had an off year. Randy Moss. Oh, Randy Moss gets his 23 touchdowns. He leaves, and then Tom Brady goes 40 touchdowns, and I believe it was 40 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. At that time, it was unheard of. Even like 50 was like, okay, that's a crazy year. And then it became normal. This guy just doesn't stop. Fine. We didn't get him to win. Then he wins those three. Then he goes to Tampa Bay when he's like too old to play. Let's be honest. And I thought he was too old to play because his last year in New England, he didn't look good statistically. But New England goes 7-9, and everybody says, "Well, Cam Newton, he was old too." Shut up. No, that was an excuse years later. It was like the same kind of roster. What the hell are you talking about? It's just so stupid, disgusting. And then Tom Brady, didn't have time to training camp. Neither Tom Brady and Tampa Bay. They go 11-5. They win the freaking Super Bowl. The next year, the second year in Tampa Bay, they were the second best team in the NFC, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They were great again. I believe they had did they have a bye or they won the first round against Philly because that was the first year of the 7 teams. Dude, they're down in that game. They come back. We didn't get into the Super Bowl against Atlanta. It reminded me of Atlanta. Suddenly they're back in the game. And he throws a bomb to Mike Evans. I believe it was his last pass of the year of that game. And obviously, credit to the Rams. They won the game. They didn't fold. They ended up driving and kicking that field goal to throw to Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. What a nice play that was. And Rams win the Super Bowl. Congratulations to them on winning the Super Bowl. But every other quarterback, it's like, Oh, his defense was bad. His this was bad. His that was bad. Dude, enough. Enough with the crappy excuses. Because you got Tom Brady. And then you say, we had the thinking so after Brady left, it was Belichick. Was it 40% Belichick? Was it this percent Belichick? Bro, look at him. Look at this dude. Look at this dude now. But he's old and he doesn't have a head more. Dude, have you seen this guy? This guy's got taken over his life. His life's got taken over by a girl. It's just terrible. And by the way, at the end of his career in New England, he had another girlfriend that was famous. People don't know that. That girlfriend was known as a beautiful lady too. Obviously not Miss Rhode Island, 50 years younger. Okay, fine. You got me there. I got you. Okay, you got me there. But it's insanity. Look at this dude in North Carolina. He doesn't know what he's doing. Dude, it's not okay, so fine, the players. Dude, he didn't get the best recruits. No, the players don't know how to play. They're not in the right positions. You talk about this guy? Well, I don't want any team distractions. I'm about team. T-E-A-M as in team. Dude, it sucks every time. It's we're going to erase that. No, we're not going to erase that. Because every single time, this dude did nothing in Cleveland. This dude did nothing in Cleveland that was extraordinary. This guy's in New England. He has that one good year, 10-6. Then he brings in, and by the way, they get blown up by Buffalo. They didn't get one stop, not a field goal. Dude, the worst defense in the league get one stop, a field goal. They had a touchdown. Buffalo had a touchdown every drive that postseason game. In the freezing ass cold. Josh Allen was throwing the ball, whipping the ball over the place. Dude, one fucking stop. Sorry. Then he brings in guys who are defensive coaches calling the offense and offensive coaches calling the defense. Talk about who was it? Are we serious over here? This guy goes to Tampa and they didn't make the playoffs since 2007. That's 13 years. And they won the freaking Super Bowl. But he had Antonio Brown came in the year. He had Joe Goodwin. He had Chris Godwin. He had Gronk coming back from retirement. He had a nice tight end crew. He had Mike Evans. He had Leonard Fournette. Shut up. Enough this garbage. Enough this garbage about this guy. This guy's everything. Okay? Now I know why idol worshippers were hard to come by back in the day. Because everything this guy touches, boom, they win. They win. And people have to say, oh, this and that. Dude, there's a consensus by far. You know why there's a consensus? Because everything he touched went to gold. Every single thing. And then this guy, as a broadcaster, the beginning, people trashed him. I'm not saying he's the best ever, but he's a solid broadcaster now. He's a solid commentator. And everybody goes to watch him. It's just insanity. It's insanity. All these people throughout these years. He destroyed all their dreams, and we say, well, he was in the easiest division. No, he wasn't. He was good. Because he was too good. That's why he was in the easiest division. I'm not talking about Buffalo all those years. But the Jets had a few good years here. The Rex years, the Mangini 10-6 year, that year, the Shaq Pennington had solid years. This guy was just too good. It's enough. It's enough of this crap. He was just better than everyone else. So stupid. It's so disgusting. People don't want to admit that. Peyton too. I mean, Peyton was the whole franchise in Indy and Denver. And I get it. And he made the 4 Super Bowls, 4 different head coaches. This guy goes to another conference. This guy goes to a team that was a terrible team. Terrible franchise. My bad. They weren't a terrible team. And he wins the freaking Super Bowl in a division where the Saints dominated all the time. And he loses them twice in the regular season, no doubt about it. And then he wins, and then he beats them in the playoffs. And then the MVP, they're unbeatable, the Packers. And who beats them? This guy's everything. This guy's literally everything. I hate to say it. I didn't like him throughout my life and throughout my fandom. But this guy's just What am I supposed to do? Every argument against this dude is stale. But the guy can't run. Look at his. Who cares? Who cares? It's all him. It's all fucking him. Enough. Have a good day. Have you seen this? Like, do you see what I'm seeing? Or are you just blind again? Or are we gonna go to a racist defensive plan against the Rams? Twice. I'll be both times. Shut up. Have a good day. I don't care anymore. It was all him. The whole franchise was freaking him. Like, literally, like 75% was him. I'll give 20 to the coach, and I'll give 5 to the other players. Have a good day.